Good evening. If I could please have your attention. Welcome to the December 18th council meeting. Very special evening this night. I want to start off the meeting by telling you I'm just really cool tonight. No, no, there's a reason. I had eye surgery yesterday, and they give you 3 shots right above the cheekbone under your eyeball, and they hit a blood vessel, so I have a huge shiner. And you can't wear makeup for a month, so I'm going to be a bumbler tonight. So if you'd please all stand. Councilman George is going to lead us in the flag salute.
Please join me in saluting our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. If you could please be seated. So we have some special awards this evening. We're going to be handing out our certificates for the 3 winners of our Chino Youth Parade. So the theme this year was A Christmas Out of This World. The best overall parade vehicle or float was Cub Scout Pack 205. I'd like to call up Gil Sanchez, please. And if you'd bring up all of your boys and family members who are here. One of them said, "Oh, we're on TV." Yes, you are. And this certificate reads, Certificate of Congratulations, Cub Scout Pack 205, 2018 Best Overall Parade Vehicle or Float, presented on this day from the Mayor and the City Council of the Chino City Council. So I'd like to present this to Mr. This way.
Well, on behalf of the boys, Mayor, thank you very much for the award, and the City of Chino. The boys have worked very hard for this float, and it represents the hard work and effort the boys put into it. Again, thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, boys. Oh, photo op. Okay, and our next award is Best Overall Parade Walker, and it goes to Walker's Fit for Mom. I'd like to call up Elizabeth Olson, who is a Fit for Mom. Elizabeth? Hi, how are you? And it reads, Certificate of Congratulations, Fit for Mom, 2018 Best Overall Parade Walker, presented by the Mayor and City Council of the City of Chino. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Just want to thank you. This is our first time in the parade. We're very new to the city, and we're going to be having classes in the city in the next couple months. So we're excited just to connect other moms together, working out, and just encouraging that support within the community. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And our third certificate is for the best use of the theme, and that goes to City of Chino After School. I'd like to call up Community Services Coordinators Natalie Coloca-Briones and Tammy Dawson. Certificate of Congratulations for the City of Chino After School 2018 Best Overall Parade Use of Theme, presented by the Mayor and the City Council, the City of Chino. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you. We're letting Tammy talk.
Today's Natalie's first day with us for High Five, so this is her hazing, is to come up here and be in front of everybody. But anyway, we want to thank you so much. It's such a highlight for our after-school kids. They really look forward to it. They work very hard, and they build their own little individual pieces, and then on the couple days before, we come together and we put the pieces together, and we never know how that's going to work out. But it always turns out beautiful, and we have so much fun watching them walk alongside it, so proud and happy, and we're very happy to win. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here this evening. Okay, next we have the Mayor's Home Beautification Award for December 2018. I'd like to call up Susan Arnold. She lives at 12940 Jamestown Court. Susan? And the certificate reads, thank you for your, this is challenging. Thank you for your continued improvement and maintenance of your home, resulting in a substantial contribution to the overall appearance of the community. And you can see the picture of your home on the screen. Here we have a picture to present you.
Thank you so much.
Adorable home. We have a lapel pen for you,
I love it. Thank you.
a writing pen,
Oh, wow. Thank you.
and of course, the cherished, coveted Mayor's Home Beautification Award. Would you like to introduce your family and say a few words?
Oh, well, these are my beautiful family. This is my sister Mary and my granddaughter Faith and my grandson Cole, that's right, and my beautiful daughters Tracy and Cindy. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is awesome.
I just found that out. Oh, well, you know. Okay, this is for the. Okay, city manager, are there any additions or modifications to the agenda?
Mayor, we have no changes to the report.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, under public announcements, this is the time and the place for the general public to address the council, for me to address the audience on any events upcoming in the near future. So I wanted to provide one last reminder that with the upcoming holidays, City Hall will be open from 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon on both Monday, December 24th, and Monday, December 31st. City Hall will then be closed all day on both Tuesday, December 25th, and Tuesday, January 1st. For more information, please call our administration department at 909-334-3304. Also, what? Oh my gosh, seriously?
We all want to be cool.
Oh my Lord.
This is a cool council.
You know. Okay. Oh my gosh, even in the audience. You know. All right, you guys. Oh, we're all cool tonight. I can't see worth beans. You can't either. With school out of session, I'd like everyone to be aware of our winter camp, which is offered for students in grades 1 through 8, starting on December 24th, 2018 through January 4th, 2019. Camp will be held at the Monte Vista Park from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, the camp will not be held on December 25th and January 1st. The weekly rate is $84 for residents, and the daily rate is $26. For additional information, please call the Carolyn Owens Community Center at 909-334-3258. You guys are all nuts, I swear. Okay, next we have public comments, and this is the time and the place for the general public to address the council on items that are not itemized elsewhere. If you do have concerns, we would like to hear them. We cannot take action on anything that's not on the agenda, but we can certainly provide direction to staff to look into anything that you're concerned with. Our first written request to speak this evening is Mr. Marc Lehman of the Bridge Church. He's here to lead us in an invocation. Anyone who wishes to join us, please stand.
Will you bow your heads as I pray? Wise and loving Father, thank you on behalf of all who are gathered here today. Thank you for your many blessings. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful and meaningful work, for the chance of making a positive impact. And tonight I pray for our city council, for the various levels of city officials, and in particular, for this assembled council, that they may promote peace, order, and justice. I ask that you would graciously grant them wisdom to govern amid the conflicting interests and issues of our times, a sense of the well-being, safety, and true needs of our people, a deep thirst for justice and rightness, the ability to work together in harmony, even when there is honest disagreement, and for personal peace in their own lives and joy in their task. Keep our leaders safe, bless their families, and I pray for the agenda set before them tonight. Show us what would please you and what would benefit those who live and work in our blessed city of Chino. May we all, both individually and as a city, encounter the hope, the peace, the joy, and love that Jesus brings as we reflect during this Christmas season. And it's in his name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Okay, other requests to speak that I have are Lee Peterson.
Good evening. Thank you, and happy holidays to everyone. My name is Leah Peterson. I'm a public affairs manager with Southern California Gas Company. And I'm here tonight to address a balanced energy approach that can work for everyone in order for Californians to reach our climate action and greenhouse gas rules and regulations that must be met by 2030. The California legislature in the last year has several bills attempted to pass them that would eliminate your choice of natural gas as your energy source and force everyone, either a residence or an industry or a manufacturer, to go all electric. Electrification sounds like a simple solution, but the challenges are very big and much more complex than just going all electric. Southern California Gas Company has over 22 million customers. It is affordable. It is your lowest utility bill. It is a clean burning fuel. It is used, natural gas is used to heat water, to cook with, to heat your home, and 60% of your electricity is being generated using natural gas. Consumers want choice. The restaurant industry prefers natural gas to cook with. If you were to upgrade your home to all electric by replacing your stove, your furnace, your hot water heater, and also upgrade your electrical panel to accommodate all of these new electrical appliances, it would cost each home over $7,200. Renewable natural gas, with the help that will help us reach our goals, our climate action goals. Green waste is currently being used now, that is being thrown into landfills, is being created and used as a source for creating renewable natural gas. Animal waste, the waste from cows, what could be more natural than cow waste? Cow manure and other animal waste are being used and turned into renewable natural gas, and that is being used to power trucks, buses, and that renewable natural gas is being made available to the consumer. The point is, you shouldn't have to choose between what's right for the environment and what your family can afford. And with a balanced energy approach, you don't have to. If you would like more information, you can contact me. I provided your council members a copy of the information that I've just been reading from. And you can also go to our website, SoCalGas.com, and that information is also available there for our energy efficiency and other renewable energy sources. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leon. Next written request is David Lopez.
I'd like to pass some photos to you.
Just given to our city clerk.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I'm just here tonight to thank you for the changes you have made right there in the intersection Monte Vista and where I live on F Street. And ever since this has been made, these changes, I haven't seen no accidents since going on 6 weeks. No accidents, so it's reduced accidents, and as far as controlling traffic, and especially next door to my house, that intersection, if you see how they put those white poles, that has stopped traffic a lot, because there was always close calls or accidents, people driving along the curb just to beat the traffic. So I come to thank you all, and I'd like to say thank you also to Sergeant Jay Cloak from the Chino PD. He's helped make some changes. As you could see, those white poles, it was his idea to put those up, and it's controlled the traffic ever since they've done that. And also I'd like to thank Margaret Flores from the city, engineer, that helped make this. And there's just one thing I'd like to bring up, and that is for future reference, that when it comes to people driving like in the mornings, going southbound like to work, within a distance of about 300 feet, there's already vehicles going about 50 miles an hour from the the four-way stop sign. By the time they reach like my house, they're already going about 50 miles an hour. And the speed limit is 40. Sometimes they even go over 50. So I was maybe like to request that in the future that they could put like those solar speed where it measures the speed, just so people could see how fast they're going. They could see the speed and then see how fast they're going, because sometimes people do not do that, and that's a safety issue right there. And also on my street at nighttime, that's another issue. Cars, when I was going last time to tell my neighbors about these changes that have been made, as I was talking to a neighbor, there was a truck. As the speed limit is 25, and it's right in front of my house. I see it every day, and there was a truck doing 45 to 50 miles an hour. And it's dangerous when kids are right there, or people, because our road is so narrow, they want to walk to their cars, and vehicles are coming fast. That's a dangerous intersection. So that's just something I'd like to bring up that you guys might want to think about.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
suggestions. Okay, next. No. Yeah, Chuck Koralski? I apologize if I'm not saying it right. There's disadvantages to being cool. You can't see.
Good evening, Mayor and members of City Council. My name is Chuck Krolikowski, and I'm legal counsel for FH2 LLC, also known as Frontier Communities. Frontier is in the process of building 2 residential projects in your city. One is called Cedar Point, the other is called Cypress Villas, about 140 residences altogether. And I'm here tonight because we're getting to a point in the projects where we need to get past the finish line. There's been several lawsuits that have been filed related to the projects, and it really boils down to one concept. The city doing what it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it. And there's two good examples. One is during the process, Frontier asked for bond reductions. There's a 45-day process in which the city is required to respond to those and process that. It took them a year. Over a year later, did we finally get bonds reduced that should have been reduced earlier. The same thing with the reimbursement agreement. As part of one of our projects, we built public improvements, including a pedestrian bridge that benefits not only these developments, but the entire city. And with respect to getting that reimbursement agreement, again, another year delay. And so these delays compound, and we get to a point in these projects where we got to get past the finish line. And what's holding us up now is that there's 3 certificates of occupancy for a project called Cypress Villas that we're dealing with. And the problem we're facing is that there's a moving target. Every time we ask the city, hey, give us a final punch list, let's get this done, let's finish it, we get some items, 1, 2, and 3. We fix 1, 2, and 3, we go back to the city, and now there's 4, 5, and 6. We do 4, 5, and 6, we go back, and now there's 7, 8, and 9. And we have to stop this endless cycle. And the issue is this: the city is holding these last 3 COOs, certificates of occupancy, to extract settlements of the other lawsuits. They're saying, we're not going to issue these COOs because we want you to settle all these cases. And unfortunately, I have to tell you tonight that that's not going to happen. My client has the resolve to continue these matters going. We have a trial date in February, and we're going to continue to pursue this. And I want to, and I'm imploring the city council to talk with staff. Let's move these projects through. I mean, they're done. I mean, the construction's done. We're asking for final punch lists. We've been asking for months for one report. Haven't gotten it. The city will not give us the information we need to process this. Now, in terms of the lawsuits, we've taken numerous depositions. I believe we're up to 9 or 10 depositions. Mr. Hammer, Mr. Haru, Mr. Liguri. We even deposed Stubby Barr, I believe he's here tonight. And the evidence regarding what the city's done, the roadblocks, both intentional, negligent, those are the types of roadblocks that result in what's called inverse condemnation. When you intentionally place roadblocks in the path of a developer's project, it results in an inverse condemnation, which results in damages and attorney's fees. And our goal is not that. Our goal is to get our projects done, have our buyers move in. We have 3 buyers now that can't move into homes that they purchased, and to get these things done. And during the depositions, we heard testimony that the city admitted that they were delaying this process, even though there's already an agreement where the city was supposed to expedite the process. And so, and when it comes down to this, during deposition of Mr. Placentia and Mr. Hammer, they both testified that Frontier has done everything the city's asked them to do. Frontier has never refused. For example, the city says, do X, Y, and Z, and we'll move things forward. Frontier does it, and then it doesn't move forward. And so it's not a situation where we're refusing to do things. We are doing the things that you've asked us to do. We're trying to get these projects done. So I implore you to talk with staff. Let's get these last 3 COOs issued. Let's move forward with resolving the other matters, and we can all be done with this. And unfortunately, I don't get to talk again, so if anyone gets up after me to say things like the COO shouldn't be issued or things like that, I don't get to rebut that. So just take that into consideration if you're listening to anyone else speak tonight. But at the end of the day, we need to get these projects past the finish line. We need to move these forward and have these people move into these homes and have a community that has homeowners paying taxes and getting things done. Thank you.
Because there's litigation, you're very well aware that I can't actually respond to you, but I will tell the audience there's 2 sides to every story, and there have been a lot of issues with Frontier. I think that's all I can say right now.
And Madam Mayor, I can launch into a whole explanation and do the exact rebuttal that Mr. Krolikowski suggested would come, because that is an extremely one-sided scenario of what has really happened. But I think your suggestion that this is in litigation, all actions that his client has filed, rather than try to sit down and work out the issues and actually construct improvements per ADA requirements and per the right standards, that would be a better focus of their efforts, I would say. And I will go along with what you said. I think there's a different scenario where this should be discussed and not now.
Yep, and it's too bad that the public can't hear both sides right now, but that's the way the legal system goes, and the whole story will come out. So it is the city council's responsibility to do the best for the citizens, and not give in to, I don't want to say threats, I don't know what word to use, but this council will ensure that the homes that are built and people move into will be exactly as you expect them to be. Let's see, next written request to speak is Isaac, Beals? Does it say Beals? Isaac, is it Beals?
Bolos?
Bolos?
Hello?
Avalos, sorry.
That's an A, okay.
Hi, my name is Isaac Alvos, and I'm here for U.S. government for Mr. Pope for Don Lugo.
Oh, you jumped the gun before I could call you up.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my first time.
Well, thank you for coming. I don't know. Is your mom named Sylvia? Mr. George wants to know, is your mom named Sylvia?
Oh, no.
No, different Avalos. Okay, thank you. Okay, those are the only written requests to speak. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to address the council on any item that is not on the agenda? Stubby Bar.
I have a feeling he might be coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor. I have two items. One, I would like to respond briefly to Mr. Krolikowski and Frontier Homes. I happened to go by the job site on Riverside today, and they have made progress, but they are still tripping over their own feet. The work is still not in an acceptable condition. The second item, since we don't have a council meeting prior, I just want to remind everybody that the mental health facility workshop on the draft EIR is coming up on January 10th. If you need the information, I have the flyers. It will be held at the same place at the community center at, I believe it's 6 o'clock on January 10th. And I think if we could get as big a turnout as we got last time, maybe Mr. Schleppe will take notice. So,
Thank you for bringing that up, Stubby.
thank you.
Okay, are there any other audience attendees that would like to address the council on any item that's not on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. We do have a tradition here, and one student jumped the gun, which is fine. We invite all students that are here in attendance for a requirement for a government or English class or whatever. We invite you to come up to the lectern, give us your name, the school you attend, your teacher's name, and the class you're taking. See, they get credit for this, so.
Hello. My name is Aaron Quintero, and this is my friend Eros Reyes. We both come from the school of Ayala High School, and we are doing this for a government project final for Mr. Kleinbacher's class.
Terrific. Thank you for being with us this evening.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Any other students in the audience? Okay, seeing none then? Yeah. We will then go on to the consent calendar. Unless any council members or members of the audience wish to have any items pulled, the consent calendar will be passed as a whole. Okay, seeing no concerns, I think because it's hard for me to see, I'm going to ask for a verbal motion and second.
So moved.
Okay, there's a motion from Mayor Pro Tem
Second.
Howie, second from Councilmember George. Would you please do a roll call vote? Angela?
Mayor Pro Tem Howie,
Yes.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Rodriguez,
Yes.
Mayor Ulloa.
Yes. Okay, next on the agenda is new business, item number 15, November 6, 2016 general municipal election. This item is to certify the results of the general municipal election, which was consolidated with a statewide general election held on November 6, 2018. Our staff report will be provided by our city clerk, Angela Robles.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the City Council. Presented for your consideration tonight is Resolution Number 2018-060, reciting the facts of the general municipal election held on November 6, 2018, declaring the results and such other matters as provided by law. The County of San Bernardino Registrar of Voters completed the official canvass and certification of results. The registrar provided the statement of votes, which is before you tonight. That includes the number of votes given at each precinct and the number of votes given in the city for each candidate for this election. Based upon the certified results, Paul A. Rodriguez was elected member of the City Council, District 1, for a term of 2 years. Marc Hargrove was elected member of the City Council, District 2, for a term of 4 years. And Marc Lucio was elected member of the City Council, District 3, for a term of 4 years. Approval of this resolution will meet the city's requirements to declare the results of the November 6, 2018 general municipal election. Mayor, members of the City Council, that concludes my report, and I would be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Are there any questions of Ms. Robles? Okay, seeing none, then I would entertain a verbal motion.
So moved. Second.
Motion from Mayor Pro Tem Howie, second from Councilman George. Please, roll call vote.
Mayor Pro Tem Howie,
Yes.
Councilmember George,
Yes.
Councilmember Rodriguez,
Yes.
Mayor Ulloa.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Okay, next I would like to ask Councilman George if you have any outgoing reports or
Yes, I do.
comments.
Yes, I do. It's been a privilege and an honor to serve with this council for the past almost 2 years. I really appreciate the appointment. I appreciate the mentoring by Mayor Ulloa, Mayor Pro Tem Tom Howie, and I shouldn't say departed, somebody that's in Palm Desert now, Glenn Duncan, and just really appreciate all the support. And I can't say enough for this council. It's one of the most respected councils that as it's seated in the Inland Empire, and it's been an honor to be part of that group, as well as an unbelievable staff headed by Mr. Ballantyne, and that's one of the most respected staffs in the Inland Empire also. And it's just been my honor to have been up here for almost 2 years, and I really appreciate it.
Well, I have some official statements to make, and then I want to make some personal comments. But I want to take a moment to thank outgoing Councilmember George. Councilman Elrod's last meeting was the last council meeting, and he decided that was his last council meeting he was going to attend. So he's off now. But I want to thank you for your dedicated service to the community. You know, serving as a council member can be time-consuming and stressful, yet a rewarding experience. Undeniably, throughout these past 2 years as a council, we've faced difficult decisions that required time and energy to ensure the best decision possible was made on behalf of our community. And despite the difficulties we faced, one characteristic that the council has always retained is our professionalism and decorum. This tradition has continued because of the quality and integrity of our council members, and I can say with confidence that this has also continued during your tenure for the same reasons. I want to thank you and your families for everything that you've done for the community, and I know our entire Chino community is thankful for your service and dedication to make Chino the best city it can be. I obviously wish you the best in the future, and I certainly hope that you stay involved, Garey. You've been a great council member. I've known you for years and years and years. Mr. George was part of General Telephone and then Verizon, and so he was their public representative for many, many years, very involved in the community. And Garey, I hope you stay involved. It's truly been a pleasure to serve with you.
Thank you, Eunice.
You're welcome. Okay, any departing comments from the council members?
Well, let me just say also, Garey, Eunice said it very, very well. You for the last 2 years, you've done a fantastic job as our council member here, and I appreciate your friendship, and we couldn't ask for anything more. You've been fantastic. So good luck, and I'm sure we'll see you around.
Thanks, Tom.
Garey, I'd like to thank you for all the service and the help that you gave me. I learned quite a bit, so I wish you all luck and happy trails.
Thanks, Paul.
Keep going.
And next, we have the swearing-in ceremony of the 2 new council members and a returning council member. I'd like to call up former Mayor Dennis Yates, who's going to perform our swearing-in ceremony for our newly elected officials.
Thank you,
gonna-
Madam Mayor. It's a real honor for me to do this. I don't think I've ever
You
sworn
need the
anybody in.
microphone.
Huh?
You need the microphone. You got it? Oh, okay. Terrific. All right, all right.
Yeah, I think in 24 years I was on the council, I didn't swear in anybody.
Oh, you didn't swear them in, but
I swear at him, yeah. I did swear at him, you're right.
I know. Okay, I'm going to call up each member individually and welcome you up, and you're welcome to invite your family members if you wish, and then take your seat individually. So first to be sworn in is Mr. Marc Hargrove. Marc, would you like to come up and bring your family?
Most of them are sick at home, my
Oh.
wife and kids, so I saved Christmas because y'all would have been ill. This is the one.
Hang on, Marc. I want to
Marc?
have you give a.
Introduce your family.
Yeah, this is one of my 4 daughters, Stephanie, and this is my nephew, Rodney, and this is my mother, Janet, and this is my sister, Jeannie.
That's your mother? I thought it was your daughter.
Well, I can only hope that I can.
You better take it easy, Marc.
Yeah.
You are smooth, Dennis.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's it?
Mhm.
Well, welcome. You could, I'll swear you in. That sound good? So you raise your right hand and repeat. I
Marc Hargrove,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic.
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California.
that I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well,
and I will
hard
well
to say, and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which
the duties of which
I'm about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Marc. You can take that. You can get a little picture with your plaque there.
Would you like to take a picture with your family? How? Rita.
Oh, yeah, no.
Wow.
I see him all the time.
My wife's going to be upset.
Oh, sure, you can.
Thanks so much.
Come on up, Marc.
You can take your seat up there, Marc.
Okay, next I'd like to invite up Marc Lucio and his family.
Congratulations, Mike. Line your family up there. We're going to start by you introducing your family. Whoa, you got a bunch of people here.
This might be a long meeting. I want to introduce my wife, Sandra, my son, Anthony, my daughter, Samantha, my other daughter, Sabrina, my mother-in-law, Teresa, my son, Gavin, my daughter, Alex, my brother, Eduardo, my father, Marco, my mother, Maria, my sister, Yolanda, my daughter, Sasha, and my sister, Adriana, and then my son, Marco.
Whoa, congratulations. Very big family. That's very nice. Well, we're going to swear you in. So if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Marc Lucio,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of
against
California
all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully discharge
the
duties upon which I'm about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard.
Okay, photo op. Okay, next I'd like to call up Mr. Paul Rodriguez and his family. Would you like to introduce your family?
Oh, yes, I forgot about him. No, this is my wife, Doreen, Gina, first cousin, Laura, her son Ryan, and my other cousin Rudy, and JC. He's sitting there taking photos. So, the rest of my family wouldn't fit in here, so we'll just this is enough.
Okay, Paul, we'll swear you in. If you'll step forward, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Paul A. Rodriguez,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United
and
States
the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and I will well
and faithfully discharge
the
duties upon which I'm about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
Congratulations, Paul.
Dennis, I want to thank you for being here this evening and performing the swearing-in ceremony. It was a nice change. When I spoke earlier about the City Council having professionalism and integrity, you are an embodiment of that goal. And having you swear in our new members and commencing the start of this new City Council sends a great message and starts us on the right path. Thank you very much. Okay. We have a new council seated. So with that, the next item on our agenda is mayor and council reports. And this evening, I again want to congratulate our new council members for their winning of the election, and also Councilman Rodriguez for returning. Thank you, audience, for being here. It's a packed house, which is really nice. And again, I want to apologize for having sunglasses on, but sitting up here with a great big black eye doesn't look so good. So, doggone doctor hit a vein, and there was nothing I could do about it. So, and thank you, council members and members of the audience, for wearing sunglasses. That was quite a shock. It was fun. Anyways, so Mayor Pro Tem Howie, would you like to provide thoughts and a report this evening?
Yeah, just to report on a few items that I attended the last couple of weeks. The fire districts, their Make a Child Smile program again was excellent event, and they had a lot of kids, and it was very well attended. I attended the Chino Desalter Authority board meeting. Supervisor Hagman's event. And of course, the Christmas parade was also outstanding this year. The weather was perfect, and we had a huge crowd. And it was really nice because they closed Central Avenue completely, and people were able to sit in the center median. So as the parade went down, you just felt people were closer to the parade, and it really worked out well. So I hope we can continue to do that. The employee luncheon I attended was also very well attended, and it was a lot of fun. It was very well decorated, and it was really a wonderful event. Also, I attended Ed Gray's retirement. I presented a certificate to Ed and thanked him for his service with the fire district. And also throw in a Metro Valley study session, the police dinner, and I want to wish everybody a happy holiday, and also want to wish the new council members good luck. And it'll be an eye-opening experience, but it can be very, very rewarding. So good luck to you guys. Thank you.
Councilmember Hargrove.
Okay, wow, it's quite different.
Yes, it is. Stand by.
Yeah, stand by. So I just want everybody to know I couldn't be more honored and humbled and proud to be up here on the city council. I appreciated my time so much on the planning commission. I understand the challenges that it's going to bring for me, time considerations. I just want everybody to know that I'm here to represent the city of Chino and all of its residents. I also want you to know my commitment to this, to the people of Chino is always to do what's best for Chino. That's my commitment to you. I promised to the residents when I walked, and I promise to you now that I'm going to make myself available at any time. You certainly can call me, text me, email me. I'll be happy to meet you anywhere that you want to meet to talk about anything good, bad, or indifferent. And the last thing I want to say is I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I want everyone to stay healthy and to have a safe time and enjoy the holidays. Thank you.
Councilmember Lucio.
First of all, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be able to run for the city council here at Chino. I want to thank all the Chino residents. I'm humbled and proud to serve you. I acknowledge and appreciate all Chino voters for the faith in me, allowing me to serve you for 4 years. I will diligently work hard and keep Chino a beautiful city for all to enjoy. To my family, thank you for your tireless work every day. To my friends, thank you for your support and doing so much for me. And to my wife, Sandra, thank you for being by my side. I never could have done it without you. I love you. And once again, thank you guys for voting for me and believing in me. And I won't let you down. And I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
Well, seems like old hat. So anyway, I'll keep mine short. I attended quite a few of the events over the last 2 weeks, especially the parade, which is, I think, fantastic. My wife had to drag me off and say, hey, that's enough, don't buy any more, you know, you're spending too much. But there were so many things there that were very memorable to all of us there. And just the folks at the parade and after were so cordial and so inviting with each other and so polite. It was very, very good. I did spend 2 hours with the seniors at the senior center, and Eunice was there, our mayor, and on December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, we spent a good hour with very, very nice holiday music presentation, and it was very nice. I was very, very impressed. And then, of course, December 14th with the monthly senior birthday celebrations. Now, on December 6th, I'm going backwards. I attended the annual SCAG meeting in LA, which is dealing with CEHD, the Community Economics and Human Development side of us. And it poured so much that day, but I did not drive. I took the metro. So that was very smart. But as soon as I got off that metro, it was just pouring rain. And I got home and I said, you know, I should have taken out my rowboat, you know, rowed down the street. But then I decided, no, I don't need a row. Yeah, a rowboat. So I called Uber. and they took me home.
Good idea.
So that was fine. So we should look at all our rowboats, maybe get Uber and stuff like this to take us places and look towards the future. I congratulate the new councilman. I think we will be able to continue the values and traditions that we have here on the council and in the city. It seems very positive, and it will be positive that we work together as the chain of pearls, as I've always mentioned. We're always important to each other. There are no Charlie points, checkpoints. We work together as a team. And then, of course, the city itself, the employees, without Angela telling me, mark this box and do this with all the different forms we had to do. And with Rita, having to listen to my long conversations and being polite still, she keeps me straight and narrow. And finally, I want to thank everyone for supporting me in this election. And I too, wish all of you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and take care of each other, and your loved ones, and your family. So, Merry Christmas.
Mr. Ballantyne, any city manager report?
Yes, Mayor, I have a couple items. First, Stubby kind of beat me to the punch already, but I was going to note that the Department of Corrections have completed their draft EIR associated with the 50-bed mental health crisis facility planned at the Chino prison. There'll be a hearing again January 10th at 6 p.m. at Chaffey College Community Center, which is located at 5890 College Park Avenue, down near College Park. We would encourage our residents to participate and attend this hearing. Next, it's never a good time to have a road closure, but it looks like we'll be having a road closure down on Pine Avenue, and that's scheduled for January 4th to January 14th. The road will be closed in both directions between Euclid and Mill Creek. We'll be installing utilities at that location, but it's also with the ultimate goal of widening Pine Avenue. Staff is in the process of sending out notices and posting alternative routes on the city's website and Facebook. We're also in the process of notifying the city of Eastville and encouraging their residents to take a different route. And finally, the police department will be providing enhanced patrols in the area. So that's it as far as Pine Avenue. And then finally, on behalf of our staff, I'd like to welcome our new council members, and we look forward to working with you and serving our community. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Fred, any city attorney report this evening?
No report, Madam Mayor. Just wanted to welcome and congratulate our 3 new council members, and I as well look forward to working with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Chief Comstock, do we have any report this evening?
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. I as well want to congratulate Dr. Rodriguez on his reelection. Welcome Marc Hargrove to the council and Marc Lucio as well. On behalf of the men and women of the Chino Police Department, we look forward to working with all of you. I also want to take the time tonight to acknowledge Captain Kevin Minson. He's here tonight in the back of the room. Kevin graduated on December 14th from the prestigious FBI National Academy. He was a student in the 274th session of that 10-week intensive training course. It is an honor to be selected to attend the FBI Academy. He attends with professional law enforcement colleagues from not just across our nation, but also internationally. And they study subject matters such as leadership, police future issues at both a undergraduate and graduate level curriculum at the Quantico, Virginia military training base there with the FBI, where the FBI Academy is hosted. So, Kevin, congratulations. We're all very, very proud of your, not just you being selected to attend, but also your graduation. So, Kevin, congratulations. Dr. Rodriguez, you mentioned it is the holiday season, so I also want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. However you celebrate this season, I hope it's peaceful and joyous for you. We participate with the Office of Traffic Safety in both the education and enforcement during the season. You know, this is a season where we come together, we go out, we dine, we drink, we celebrate, and we're asking for people to celebrate responsibly. This year, the Chino Police Department will be hosting a collision reduction enforcement detail on December 21st, an impaired driver checkpoint on December 21st, and 2 impaired driver saturation details on December 28th and 31st. So I'm asking, if you want to celebrate this season with alcohol, also cannabis, now that that is legal in our state, please make the responsible decision. And these decisions come best prior to going out and engaging in these activities. Designated driver, use a shared ride service, and please do not drink and drive during the holiday season so we can avoid those tragedies. As well as it is the last council meeting of the year, and we're going to be bringing in the new year for 2019. Also, please note that fireworks and the discharge of handguns to celebrate the new year is improper and is illegal, and we'll be out enforcing those violations as well. So thank you very much, and have a good end of the year and a safe holiday season.
Thank you, Karen. And Chief Shackelford, you are here.
No report tonight, Mayor.
Nothing? You're not going to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy... Okay, there we go. Oh, my goodness. Put him on the spot, right? Okay, our next regular meeting will be held on Tuesday, January 15th at 7 o'clock with closed session starting at 6 if we need it. I also want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, safe and happy New Year, prosperous New Year. And please heed what the chief said. We don't need any tragedies during this very, very special season. I want to welcome our new council members. You're going to be busy. I'm going to be meeting with each council member after the first of the year and talking about committees and then decide who's going to be appointed to what. So it's going to be a great year. We're all going to work together very, very well. We do have a tradition in our community, which I'm very proud of, and that is we can disagree, but we're not disagreeable. So we won't always have a 5-0 vote. We may have several 3-2 or 4-1s, and that's okay because it's a democracy and we need to represent what we feel is best for our community. With that, have a Merry Christmas, a safe New Year, happy holidays, and we'll see you next year. We are adjourned.